Hello everyone and welcome to OP Guitar Lessons. We're going to be taking a look at Knockin' on Heaven's Door by Bob Dylan today. 4-chord song. You've got the G major chord, the D major chord, A minor and C major. They are the only 4 chords that you're actually going to need for the whole song, verse and chorus. It's a quite simple song to play if you've not played too much of the guitar in the past. Maybe it's the first song you're learning. But I'll quickly go over the chords. If you already know them, then just skip this bit onto the strumming patterns and how to actually play the song. But we'll go through the 4 chords. So we've got the G major chord. So you can either play this chord with 4 fingers or 3 fingers. So the traditional G is your first finger on the A string, 2nd fret. Then your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, top string here. And then your 3rd finger on the bottom string, the E string, 3rd fret. Okay? Now the way that I play it, and most people play it these days, is the 4-finger G. So all you're doing is you're still playing the 3 fingers, apart from your pinky is now at the bottom, on the bottom string. And your 3rd finger is going to be going onto the B string of the 3rd fret. And we have that G, 4-finger G. So now let's go into the D major chord. Now with this G, we strum all 6 strings. Now with the D chord, we only strum 4 strings. So we strum from the D string down. So we've got our first finger on the G string of the 2nd fret. And then we've got our 2nd finger on the skinny E string, 2nd fret. And then we've got our 3rd finger on the B string, 3rd fret. And we only strum 4 strings down for that one. And then we've got the A minor, which is the first finger, 1st fret, B string, 2nd finger, D string, 2nd fret, and the 3rd finger on the G string, 2nd fret. And now we strum from the A string. Again, when you actually start doing strumming patterns, you're not going to be trying too hard to just strumming that. You just start strumming, okay? And you don't worry about exactly hitting them strings. You just, you'll get more used to it. You'll just eventually try not to hit that string, or eventually you'll mute it with your thumb anyway. Okay, so we've got the G, D and A minor, and our last chord, which for me was definitely the most difficult, and I guarantee some of you are definitely struggling with it if you've not played too many guitar chords in the past, is the C major chord. And it's spread out between 3 frets, and that's why it's so difficult. Anyway, you've got your first finger on the B string, 1st fret, and then we go up to the 2nd fret D string with our 2nd finger, and then the 3rd finger on the A string, 3rd fret. So as you can see, it's a bit of a stretch for each 3 fingers. But you'll get used to it. Again, this one's a 5-string chord. You strum from the A string, but it doesn't matter all too much if you accidentally hit that E string when you're actually getting into a strumming pattern. So let's get into the actual pattern of the song. So the way that the chord progression goes is G into D, and then A minor, and then after that you go G again, into D, and then C major. And that is literally the whole song. G, D, A minor, G, D, C. Over and over and over again, and then you can start singing with it. So let's go over the actual timing of it. We're just gonna start off really, really simple. So maybe you've only just learned these chords and you can change them quite slowly. So we're gonna start just counting to 4 beats, and we're gonna strum the guitar on number 1 and number 3. So when we say them numbers, that's when we're gonna strum. So we're gonna strum number 1 on G. So 1, 2, no strum. And then when we say number 3, we're gonna switch chord to the D, 3, 4, and then we're gonna go into A minor, and we're gonna do all 8 beats on the A minor. So 1, 2, strum again, 3, 4. And it's exactly the same with G, D, C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we go to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to G. 1, 2, 3, 4 to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can play the whole song like that. You can sing it. Sounds quite nice. It's quite simple. You haven't got to think too much about how the strumming pattern's going. If you're in time, you just count 4 and you strum on 1 and 3. Okay, and remember, with the A minor and C, you're going to be strumming on 1 and 3. Whereas with these two first chords, it's 1 on the G and 3 on the D. Okay, so I'll do a quick verse and a chorus so you can hear how it sounds like just one strum on each chord when I sing it. So we'll give it a go. Mama, take this badge from me. 2, 3, keep the time. 4. I can't use it anymore. 2, 3, 4. It's getting dark, too dark to see. 2, 3, 4. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. 2, 3, 4. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. 2, 3, 4. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. 2, 3, 4. That's it. So once you get used to, you don't have to obviously constantly say 1, 2, 3, 4 when you get used to it. But that's just the best way to start with that strumming pattern. And then we can make it a little bit more complicated. We can do a different strumming pattern. This is going to require you to be able to change the chords maybe a little bit quicker because you're not going to get as much time. At the start, I guarantee you'll probably go 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your fingers off early instead of letting it ring out. But that's fine, you know, eventually you'll be able to hold it. 2, 3, and you'll change straight away. But at the start, you just want to hear that song, right? So you can do that. Now that, let's say you're getting a bit better at it now, let's do a bit more of a complicated strumming pattern. Let's do... So what that is down, down, up, okay? Down, down, up. And that is, again, you can play the whole song like that. So we're gonna do a down, down, up on the G, down, down, up. Then we're gonna change into the D major chord, down, down, up. Now, when I'm changing chords, mainly from the D to A minor, or back to the G from the A minor, or C to the G, and it's the same with D to C, is you actually want to take your fingers off of the guitar for the up strum, and I'll show you why in a minute when I do a bit more of a complicated strumming pattern. You can't really play them last up strums with your fingers still down. You'll have to change almost immediately, and it just doesn't sound very good, and it's just not a very fluid way of playing. So let me explain what I mean. So down, down, up, then we change, down, down, off. You're going to come off of all fingers off of the guitar and strum up, and then you go into the A minor. Down, down, up, and again we're going to do 2 patterns on the A minor, just like we did strumming on 1 and 3. Down, down, off, and then back to G. Doesn't sound very nice now, but it will once you start playing a more fluid strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, down, off, then to C. Down, off. Okay, so I'll play that really slowly again. So we've got down, down, up, change, down, down, off, A minor, down, down, up, down, down, off, G, down, up, change, down, down, off, C, down, up, down, down, off. Now, I'll explain why that's important. Let's say once you get really good at strumming patterns and you can go a lot quicker and you're trying to keep it smooth, trying to learn more difficult songs, if I play this with a bit more, quite a fast strumming pattern, and I try and change the chords on the up strum, so I'm going to strum it up and then change the chord, it's going to be really quick and I'm not going to feel comfortable doing it, but I'll give it a go. So you see how quick I have to change there? I think I actually did bring them off naturally after the A minor, but I couldn't help myself. So you want to bring them off. So now this is how it sounds when I bring them off. Yeah. up strum off. So make sure you do that even when you're just starting a bit more of a, you know, that down, down, up strumming pattern. Down, down, up. Doesn't really matter going from G to D because you've already got this third finger down for it. So up, you can change into it. Down, up, down, up, down, down, off. So give that quite a bit of practice because it's going to feel really weird bringing your fingers off of the guitar and strumming the up. But it's going to make you really good at actually just getting that shape in the air. So from here, and then like you're already in the G up here, then you just bring your fingers down. And you can literally just plant your fingers on. And that's how you're going to get a lot faster at changing chords as well. So start off with just the 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, change back to G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I hope you actually learnt the song. Remember, you're not going to get it in the duration of this video. You very well may do if you already knew the chords, but don't rush it. Learn it slowly. If you want to sing it, make sure you just start with the 1 strums, 1 and 3. Get that count, get that rhythm in first. Once you've got the rhythm down, then you can start singing it. And yeah, if you've really enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll be bringing out more lessons soon.